She worked really hard last night preparing all the material for the kids today. I said, honey, what are you doing? It was going into like 10 o'clock at night. She said, oh, I got to get ready for the kids. We're going to have a good day today. And so I want to make sure they really enjoy themselves. So bless her heart. You guys are in for some real treat today. Amen? Praise God. Okay, we got some prayer requests today. And we are being asked to pray for Bernie to have a heart to come back to church. And some of you will remember Bernie. She was coming here for a while, and she's obviously we want to hold her up that the Lord would touch her heart to bring her back here again. We miss her, and also see a doctor soon. Better yet, to be healed. So we also need to see a doctor. We're still going to believe for a healing as well, in Jesus' name. So we have only one request for today. Does anyone here have any unspoken requests that maybe you want us to bring? Okay. Kathy, anyone else have any unspoken requests? Okay, Brandon, anyone else have any unspoken requests? You don't have to mention it. I'm not going to ask you to say it, but we want to include that in your prayer. You have any other? Okay. All right, I see you. Anyone else? Any unspoken requests? So we want to include it all together in our prayer as requests. Okay.
I want to speak one. We want to pray for Ralph's son who's in the hospital. Brother, I'm sorry. We just
Okay.
want to lift him up that he gets well.
Okay, yes.
And I forgot, Brother George went home because he was hurting so bad today.
Okay, we'll keep him in prayer
He
too.
came to church, but then he left because he was just too
Okay.
busy.
Yes.
Pray for Andy, he's having a real rough day.
Okay.
He's gonna be here, but.
Randy, okay. Anyone else? I'll bring this before the Lord. All right, well, let us bow our heads and we bring it before God. And Lord, we just thank you this morning. Now you've heard the request, spoken and unspoken. We're so grateful that we can cast our care upon you this morning. We're so grateful, Father, that you care for every detail of our lives. You even know how many hairs on our head. And I thank you for that. And Father, we just commit these requests before you this morning in Jesus' name. And Father, you know how the circumstances in each of these lives and each of these requests, we ask you to intervene. We ask you to change the circumstances around, Lord, for the best, for the good, for the better. And I pray, Lord, that whatever is being asked, whatever is being requested this morning, you would grant speedily in Jesus' name. We know, Lord, that nothing is impossible for you. And when we trust you fully, 100%, Lord, you'll make a way. You'll open the doors. You'll create the right circumstances to bring the answer. And it may not always come in the way that we think, but we know that the answer is coming because your promise is true. And when we lean on you and don't lean on understanding, we'll see the victory, Father. And this is where the victory lies, is trusting you in all things. And I thank you for answering speedily this morning in the name of Jesus. And everyone say,
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Okay, so if you have your Bible, please turn to Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 10 in Proverbs. And I was waiting on the Lord. I was trying to get the message what to bring to you guys this morning. I felt that there are things in our life that we're constantly being bombarded with. We're constantly bombarded with a lot of things. Every day we hear things. Every day we see things. We're always being affected in one way or another. And we have to be careful what we hear and what we perceive, because it'll affect us personally. Even though we're as Christians, we can easily get bumped off if we allow those things to come in a way that is detrimental to us. I experience it all the time. I hear people talk to me about this and that, and a lot of things that are being said, it's not good. It's not edifying. And we as Christians want to do the right thing. And let's turn to Proverbs chapter 10, verse 11. Let's read that. The mouth of the righteous man is a well of life, but the violent cover the mouth of the wicked. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all sin. The mouth of the righteous is a well of life. When we walk with God and we have the right heart, our mouth is going to be speaking good things. It's what's going to come out. You remember the Bible said, what's in the heart comes out of the mouth. And he says, you'll know them by their fruit. And so you can meet Christians, and there's some Christians who, although they mean well, they tend to say things that are negative. They're not edifying. We want to be careful about what we say. As Christians, we want to edify one another. We all have faults. I can find faults in every one of you. I have faults. You're gonna find faults in me. Every one of us has faults. We're not here to tear down one another. We're here to build up. We need one another. We need to help one another. If I see Brother Lou has an issue in his life, I don't want to be gossiping and saying things about Brother Lou. Yeah, Brother Lou, did you see that? So-and-so, Brother Lou was doing this and that. What kind of Christian is he? No. I may hear about it, and I'll say, well, I'm going to pray for Brother Lou. I love Brother Lou. I'm going to pray for him. He's struggling. I have my struggle. You need something, you pray for me. Look at the next verse. Hatred stir up strife, but love covers all sin. Because I love my brother, I cover the sin. Doesn't mean I justify it. It means that my heart is one to help him in compassion and one to lift him up. That's what it's all about. It's our hearts to reach out for one another. Because we're in it together. We're in it together to walk and enter the kingdom of God. And we're here to support one another. That's why we as Christian church here, or any church for that matter, should be supporting one another. Anyone that comes in church, tear down people, is, in my definition, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Because they're not here to lift up people. They're here to tear down. The world's tearing us down. It tries to tear us down. We're not of the world. We're separate from the world. And we need to live as Christians. And that is to lift up one another, help one another, and love one another. And in doing so, the good fruit in our life will become forth. I think it's really important to remember that. We as Christians have to align ourselves with God's word, help one another, love one another. There's always faults. The world will always be full of faults. And the Christian church is full of faults. They're not going to find one perfect church. They're not. Like people say, oh, this church has this problem. This church has that problem. You know what I told them? I said, find me one perfect church. It's not going to happen. They're not going to find a perfect church. We all have our issues and faults, but we stand by one another. And that's what it's all about. Amen? Praise God. I'd like all of us to stand. We're going to pray one for another so that we can have love in our hearts and continue to support our brothers and sisters.